we're back. We're back. It is, hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. It's time for our number one pick from the October and November 2025 release. We're going to take a closer look at what we thought was maybe the biggest enhancement over these two releases. So, yeah, let's, sorry, I'm trying to move something on my screen here and to get this, there we are. Our number one pick for this round is adding automations. You can now automatically send messages to students based on course level rules. So let's unpack that a little bit, shall we? Okay, so this is coming from the November release, so it's not in production as of recording, but we can certainly demonstrate it for you. As instructors, you can now set up automated congratulatory or supportive messages to students. This is based on custom rules that are set at the course level, so you can set the score thresholds and then write the message. And you can benefit of this, and this is kind of why we chose this as our top pick, was that it helps you deliver timely feedback or give further direction, I think, and maybe we want to unpack that a little bit here. And then we'll talk about this, how to do this. We'll give a quick little demo in a moment, but yeah, so, or I guess now, what do we want to do, folks? Just jump in?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to drag this onto my screen here. Oh, come on. There we go. And show you how easy this really is. Okay, so you're going to go to your content page, which is the main area in your course, and there is a new section available now here called Virtual Assistant. This is also sometimes referred to as the AVA, the AI Virtual Assistant, but it's right here, sitting right underneath your faculty, but above your roster. We're going to click View Automations here. And you can see on this screen, I don't have any automation set up, so let's click New Automation. And we have two options here, set a congratulatory message or send a supportive one. So let's start with this one here, the congratulatory. We're going to say when a grade is posted, when it defaults to any grade that is above 80%, but we can modify that here. Click the edit button, and you can say, actually, I want it just for this item or for that item. So you can choose individual ones, or you can say all of them. Yep. And you can say there is limit by attained grade, or you can uncheck that. So unchecking that's going to mean that everybody who gets a grade on that item can now move ahead or can will get this message. Oh, I just had another idea. Come back to that one. So let's leave it as attained by grade, and it's greater than 80%. Click Next. And now this is a defaulted message that has been loaded up, and we can edit this. See what it's giving us out of the box here. I wanted to take a moment to, can we get like that, like soft piano music behind me as I read this message?
Like deep thought?
Yes. I wanted to take a moment to celebrate your outstanding achievement. Your hard work, dedication, and focus have truly paid off, and I couldn't be more proud of you. Achieving such an exemplary grade is no small feat, and it's clear reflection of your commitment to excellence. I'm not going to read the rest of that but you can see it's loaded some stuff in there, and you can edit it. Don't put a name in here because everybody will get that name. I wonder if eventually down the road they're going to be able to put like little content placeholders to say name, and then, you know, like automated marketing campaigns to really make it feel unique. So that's it. So we've got above 80. Here's the message. You can make that message however you want it to sound. You can put tables, attachments, links, and so on. Hit done and save. Oh, let's give it a name. Over 80, so that I can remember what one it is. Hit save, close, and there it is. I've got my automation ready to go, and that's it. Cool.
I love it. I think that the generic message to any mark over 80 would get maybe a little unauthentic, if that makes sense. So maybe,
Absolutely.
I mean, not hiding the fact that it's a generated message for something that's for anything over 80, just, great job, keep up the good work. I'm, as always, I'm here. I think that is fine, but with something that's really specific, almost like the way that demo was, I think doing, specific feedback for each, or not each assessment. You don't have to obviously do it for all of them, but maybe your big ticket items, like a big presentation or a big midterm, would warrant something like that, right? Where it's like a big part of their mark. They've achieved over 80. They must have put in a lot of time. I could see it making sense. Like it's a lot. It was, very heartfelt. But I would say that would be really great for a specific big ticket item in your class, right?
Yeah. You mentioned midterms or final exams, and even if you don't put this minute in a point here, and it's just all graded items or posted items, I guess. No, all graded items. So I guess that would mean the grade is posted. To put the message here, like your grade has, or your exam has now been posted. Here are your specific instructions about how to review it, or this is, if you'd like to review your submission with me, here's my contact information, here are my guidelines around that if you have specific questions, because that kind of information doesn't come out automatically. And as I'm saying that, I think that would maybe be a great example for any instructor to try this out. Just to be like, hey, this is posted. If you'd like to talk to me about, if you have questions, here's how you can do it.
Yeah. I like that they have a prompt that says it's celebratory or it's supportive, but I also think neutral's fine too, right? And you can tailor it to be neutral, of just reminding them of your office hours, reminding them that you're available to meet to talk about their grade, whether it's great or not, is totally fine. Don't limit it to just what it's sort of prompting you to do. You can make, it's just a great, I like when we chose this for number one, I think too, just because we know that class sizes can be quite large these days, and it's difficult, right, to kind of have that personal touch in feedback and communication. And I think this is a really nice way to kind of weave yourself in to all the assessments and to their feedback. So it's a really good one.
Yeah. I'm seeing here there's an active button. I wonder, you can set this as inactive.
Just like pending kind of thing?
You just turn it off. Yeah, so maybe if you wanted to have it just kind of as a general, I wonder. Okay. Worth testing and considering is if you turned it off and then turned it on midway through the semester, is it going to send a message for everything that meets that requirement? I feel like this needs further digging.
Yeah, or it could be like the auto zeros. When you turn that on at the halfway point, it'll prompt you to say, apply it to everything that's been marked already, or do not, right? That'd be nice. You had a choice.
Yeah, I just flipped it. It didn't change it, but I don't have anything in here to grade where that message.
It's not a live course, so it's kind of hard to,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. And then in the supportive ones, of course, you want to be like, you're a source of support for someone who might be struggling in the class. That open door of, I would imagine, right, that they could come talk to you about what's going on, or if they need extra support, but also turning them maybe to like some key links to websites for the college, for tutoring, for counseling, for any kind of student support, get them started. We always want to be kind of pointing students to those amazing things that we offer and the great teams we have at Georgian to kind of, get them on the right track if they're looking for that. So it's a great way to do that too, in those messages.
And that is just as a reminder for folks listening and following along. These are generic. Like these are generic. They're going to go to everybody that meets that threshold. So it's not,
No.
hey, Faith, I noticed this. Like this is going to be a blanket message that goes to anybody that meets that threshold.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
like if you thought if you had hoped to do better, then here are some resources or whatever.
yeah, yeah, it's
Mhm.
something like keep it academic, but then also that personal level of if you find you're struggling and finding things overwhelming or whatever, here's also that stuff. You could do
Mhm.
both. And then it's not folks aren't feeling targeted either in that like they think something's wrong. Well, it's like no, they'll get a sense that this is an automated message because of the grade, right? So I think
Mhm.
it's a nice way to not send our folks out, but to remind them of supports available.
Yeah. Another idea, and this is what I was going to come back to, is if we put the lens of gamifying our learning paths for students
Mhm.
to have, like, let's say one exercise, it's like the introduction. Students, maybe a couple quizzes, they get 3 out of 4 is our threshold, so they get 75%. They get the congratulatory message with an access code for the next assignment.
Yeah.
If they don't, then they get a supportive message saying, hey, try again. Here are some resources. Remember to review pages such and such of that and that. And then they can now, obviously, students can give out access codes. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
cheating, but it does give you that sort of, or you could have, I'm thinking of a couple people now who might really like, I'm thinking of Jen who might really enjoy putting like the next part of a story in the
I
success
know.
message,
I was
right?
thinking
Like
of her
to be,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Or it's like, congrats, because you've achieved over 85, you've accrued
Mhm.
33 experience points that,
Yeah.
refer to the syllabus and how you want to cash those in.
Take a
Um,
screenshot of this because their name would be in the two, right? Like, yeah, there'd be lots of ways that you can play with this.
yes, I think it's,
Mhm.
it's great. And it looks like too that the full text editor was there. And that means,
Yeah.
right, like you were saying, you could attach things to it. Maybe there's some playfulness with images. I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, you can.
I'm trying to remember where I don't think I can add an
Well, maybe
image
not.
here.
Maybe there's no paperclip or
No, no attachments, no
not yet. I
images yet.
imagine that would come. Emojis that
Yeah.
can always go in.
Aha. Yes.
Default to
And make them,
emojis help
yeah.
express emotion in
Yes.
text. So, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
very cool. And I think setting that up, your generic ones, but also your specific ones for big assignments, things like that, or assessments is
Mhm.
would make a huge sort of improvement for communication with your students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That was, I didn't know if we would have much to say about this one. As excited as we are, but lots to say, and a few
Yes.
ideas that we've come up with over the last few minutes. So, but that's what we thought. It'd be great if you tell us what you think. So, if you found this video helpful, give it a like. To let us know in the comments how you might use these. Share this with your colleagues so they know that this is available, and don't forget to subscribe. I think
Oh,
that's, oh,
yes.
yes.
Oh, we got Colleen's like, you got to do the drop-ins. It's drop-in reminder that we have Blackboard support and ed tech support for Georgian faculty and staff on Tuesdays and Fridays at 10:30, virtually on Teams. You can locate that link through your Blackboard calendar.
And that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful. Hope that it inspired you, got you excited. But other than that, we hope you have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.